We just had a meeting.
I asked what my role would be, and he said...
This really started off because we recognised that we were doing quite a lot of work on diversity, but nothing was changing. So we stood back and said, what can we do differently that hopefully creates further momentum?
I have a 10-year-old son with dyslexia and I have a daughter aged 13. I want their futures to be determined by who they are and what they do, not by what they are and what they have.
If you have replicas of the same person, then you just have that same thing being reinforced. You have different views, then you have a bigger picture. You know, the canvas is a lot bigger. It's a collage.
At a personal level, I try and feel as though how it would feel like if I was excluded. That wouldn't feel very comfortable, wouldn't feel very nice. As a middle-aged white man, I'd like to feel that other groups have a similar experience as me.
I think it was really important to make our people feel a little bit uncomfortable, purely because I think the only way they can really understand what others are feeling is by just kind of, you know, even if it's for 10 seconds, stepping into their shoes and, you know, thinking about things from their perspective.
Yeah, you know, I was really excited to work on such a big deal, and I asked what my role would be. And he said he didn't know yet, just that the client wants to see more women on the team.
Going into a leadership meeting where everyone looks the same, even though the room is full, as a black man, you can feel quite lonely.
So, my manager at work has been amazing from the start. Always supported my career, always made time for me. He even shared stories about his family. But then one day, out of nowhere, he asked me out.
When we're out with a new client and we take turns to what everyone did at the weekend, I always think twice about mentioning my boyfriend.
I asked my manager if I can go part-time. He said, I thought you were working towards a promotion.
A few years ago, Jordan was living on the streets. He had nothing in his pockets but passion. When we offered him the apprenticeship, there was no promise of an easy ride. But there was an opportunity, if he was ready to go the distance. Today, he's a lead software engineer, and he did it all in under 5 years.
I used to think that if a person wasn't being excluded, then they must be included. Yeah, seems pretty logical. Then I realised that it's actually a lot more than that. Inclusion is not the opposite of exclusion. It's about taking action and changing the way you do things. It's about being far more interested in people. And that was when I had my wow moment. And once I got it, I got it.
Here, I have a voice.
I am empowered.
You are heard.
We are included.
Small things make a big difference. It's time for us to activate inclusion.